It was a sweet bitter weekend for Nigerian players as we had fantastic performances from the likes of Alexander Iwobi, who took everyone by surprise with a fantastic performance against Brentford. Was I surprised? I'm used to it. It's a fantastic footballer. And it was 3-1 against Brentford. And what happened in Greece? Yes, Cyriel Dele-Bashiru was on the score sheet. And it was not very good news coming all the way from Paris as Paris FC lost 2-3 to Strasbourg. And of course, Tolu Arokodare is yet to get a goal for Wolves and they lost again. And of course, Fisayo Dele-Bashiru is out injured. Well, all this are the highlights of the weekend for Nigerian players, especially the Super Eagles of Nigeria, as we count down to the final set of qualifiers for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Welcome to my channel this wonderful day. My name is AY Sugar, and I will be quickly giving you updates regarding Nigerian players as they played and performed, this past weekend. Let's get straight into it. So now we start all the way from London. Yes, that's where we are right now. The camp of Fulham. Yes, Craven Cottagers were, absolutely amazing against Brentford in the local London derby against Brentford, and he ended 3-1 with Alexander Iwobi getting the first goal, the equalizer for Fulham, and of course setting up the second one. And it was a marvelous evening for Alex on Saturday. Alex Iwobi has earned a spot in the BBC Premier League Team of the Week, joining stars from Liverpool, Manchester United, Leeds United in a 4-man midfield after an outstanding display on match day 5. The list selected by former Watford striker Troy Deeney also features players from Burnley, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Newcastle United, Nottingham Forest and Sunderland, meaning 10 Premier League teams were represented in the best 11. And it's been an amazing start to the season for Alex Iwobi, who to me we're still yet to define. And I hope we do this while he's still playing, or even now before he calls it quit. He's one of the senior players in the Super Eagles of Nigeria, having amassed about 80 caps for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And Alex is yet to be handed that role that you will say this is Alexander Iwobi's role. We know he plays in the midfield for Nigeria. Has he been able to assert himself? That's a question a lot of people would ask. But when we see him play, especially these days for Fulham, he is absolutely unplayable. Like, very good. Now, so he's got 1 goal this season. Don't forget, last season was one of his best season in the Premier League. This season he started 2 assists, 1 goal so far, and 2 man of the match awards for Alex Iwobi already. What a season for him. Calvin Bassey also played 90 minutes in that game, and he was absolutely fantastic. One man is yet to taste action in the Premier League, and that is Samuel Chukwueze, who joined on loan on deadline day from AC Milan. Yeah. We hope that he gets that chance very, very soon to display what we know him best to do, dribble, and cut in like Robin will do back in the days. Kelechi Promise Iheanacho got an assist, his first one in Scottish football, and Brendan Rodgers is really happy to have the Nigerian striker. When he joined Celtic, a lot of people were not happy about his coming, but I hope he will prove himself, because the manager has totally shown his trust in him, and that was very clear. He was involved in the 4-0 win this past weekend against in a cup game. Of course, Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers hailed new signing Kelechi Iheanacho ahead of the kickoff of Sunday's League Cup clash with Patrick Thistle. The Nigerian international marked his field debut in his first ever assist in Scottish football. Iheanacho, who joined the Hoops as a free agent, provided the assist for the 3rd goal in Celtic's 4-0 victory over Patrick Thistle. The Nigerian international combined superbly with Sebastian Tonekti to set up the Tunisian forward's first goal for the club. Speaking about the striker, the former Leicester City boss lauded his physical power but admitted he needs more game time to fully regain his match sharpness. We hope that Kelechi really gets back there. He's been through a lot, not being able to perform in Spain for Sevilla I'm sure he was disappointed by that. He worked very hard. We saw him, but it just did not work out. And now he's moved to Scotland. We wish him all the best. Away from there, let's go all the way to Greece. Yes, Cyriel Dele-Bashiru is the man. Cyriel Dele-Bashiru is the man. Of course, he was on the scorer sheet for Panathinaikos. His second goal, by the way. And that's good. Super Eagles forward Cyriel Dele-Bashiru was on target as Panathinaikos battled a 1-0 draw against Olympiakos at the Apostolos Nikolaidis Stadium. The meetings between Panathinaikos and Olympiakos are famously billed as a derby of the eternal enemies. As a derby of the eternal enemies, a fixture often referred to by supporters as the mother of all battles. And after a cagey first half, Dele-Bashiru broke the deadlock after 3 minutes into the restart, pouncing at the back post to slot in a low cross from Greek international Anastasios Bakastes. The 30-year-old strike was his second goal for Panathinaikos in only his second start since completing a deadline day switch from Glasgow Rangers. Good one for Cyriel Dele-Bashiru, and he's still in form, and we hope that he gets another call-up after that controversy regarding his performance, in the games against Rwanda and South Africa. And checking other players, not so good news coming all the way from Italy, with Lazio losing first at home, 0-1 to AS Roma, and second, Fisayo Dele-Bashiru was withdrawn after 14 minutes due to injury, and that needs to be looked at. Hopefully he's back, for the very important games in October for Nigeria, that games against Lesotho and Benin Republic. So we need him back fully fit because one of the key players of Eric Shell's side. And another player that didn't have the best of evening was Paris FC winger Moses Simon, who played about 67 minutes but was withdrawn at that time, and they lost 2-3 against Strasbourg, and it was not a good night for Moses Simon. Back to Italy, Ademola Lookman is back. He played 3 minutes plus for Atalanta after the whole controversy about his moving to another club just past summer. But now Zurich, the coach, has invited him back. Everybody have spoken. The fans hopefully would, allow him and support him. And we hope that he turn on the style, for Atalanta, because we need him to be at his very best for the Super Eagles also, because that will reflect when he plays very well for Atalanta. It will reflect on our performances, our performance going into the AFCON, and of course trying to see if we can still salvage something for the World Cup. So I'm very happy that Ademola Lookman is back, and so much more with Nigerian players. Tolu Arokodare yet to get his first goal for Wolves. We wish him all the best. Victor Osimhen out injured. We hope that he comes back strong. Very soon we'll see him in the colours of Gala, and maybe hopefully this week we'll see him play for Galatasaray. And we also look forward to other Super Eagles players as they play this coming week. That's it. Well, that's much about some of the players that stood tall this past weekend. We'll definitely come back to you as more developed during the week. I remain Sugar. Don't forget to drop in your own comments in the comment section. Turn on the notification bell and of course click the like button. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.